Hey, it's Brian Stevens with eXp Realty. What are you supposed to do as a real estate agent? In this video, I want to provide you some very simple, I'm not going to do a big deep dive, but some very elementary basic stuff that you should be doing as a real estate agent to succeed long-term in this business. And I'm calling this the daily disciplines of a real estate agent. Now, I'm not going to tell you anything that I don't do or haven't done to have a successful business. And so let's just start off really nice and simple. Number one, have a start time in the morning. So as a professional, you have a business that you are running. Whatever your name is, you're watching this video, you are your own business, right? You are self-employed, you are 1099. If you don't earn a commission, you don't get a check, right? So you're your own business. So this is so elementary yet so basic, but have a start time in the morning and you should be professionally dressed. Now, I'm going to say professionally dressed according to your area that you live in. And today I am in my collared shirt. I've got some nice pants on, shoes, ready to go. For me or for you, say if your start time is 9 a.m., okay, you should be professionally dressed and ready to go show homes. If somebody calls you at 8:30, I want to see this home, by whatever time you want to start, you should be ready to walk out the door and go show them a home. If you're hanging out in your hat, your shorts, your t-shirt, you're going out in the marketplace in that. Now, unless that is your vibe of your market that you're in and you can get away with that, go for it. Otherwise, you should be professionally dressed, be able to walk out the door and show homes by, call it 9 a.m., ready to go. Not only does it help you with your mindset, ready to practice your real estate business and do all these things we're going to talk about, but it also is, again, you're representing yourself. You're your own business out in the marketplace whenever you go to help a buyer or a seller. Doesn't matter. So be ready to go. Get up, professionally dressed, ready to go. The next thing is this. Lead generation time is crucial. You absolutely have to have a lead generation time set, mainly in the morning, to fuel your business. This is a game changer. And I can tell you personally, when I finally got a hold of this about 4 years ago, it's been a game changer in my business. Now, if you've never done lead generation on a constant level, I would say to start small. Maybe start with 30 minutes or an hour. Build up to 2 hours. Some people do 3 hours. It's really up to you and how much you want to drive your business. Now, ideally, this is a 2-hour window. Call it 9 to 11 a.m., for example, right? So this is your time. You are lead generating. You are making contacts. You are following up with leads. You are lead nurturing. You are trying to set appointments. That is the goal. We're going to talk about that in a minute, but time block your lead generation time. What does that look like for you? If it's not on your calendar, it doesn't exist. You've heard it many times, and it's very true. Time block that. If somebody calls you to see a home during that 9:30 or 10, I can do it at 11:15, 11:30. I've got an appointment already at that time. Who do you have an appointment with? Yourself, to build your business. I can tell you right now, it is crucial. If you're not lead generating, you're probably not doing this business very well. So lead generation time is huge, which is going to lead me into this next point, and that's this. Your main tasks as a real estate agent are lead generation, lead follow-up, and going on appointments. You will win in this business if you have lead generation, you follow up with your leads, right? You convert them and you set appointments. This will lead to success. Appointments lead to signed contracts or signed listing agreements, which eventually lead to closings. Number 3, open houses and door knocking. You should be in a daily discipline. You should be doing open homes, right? Depends on where you are in your business, but on the weekend, you should do a Saturday or Sunday. You may do 2 weekends out of the month. You may do 1 weekend out of the month, depending on where you are in your business. If you're new in the business, now you don't want to just sell your life out to open homes and every weekend. But if you're new in the business, I'm going to suggest at least every other week, you're doing an open house on a Saturday or Sunday, or even both, the same home Saturday and Sunday. Open homes are absolutely crucial. It's a great way to build relationships. And then when you door knock the neighborhood to tell them, hey, come to my open house this weekend, now you're meeting new possible clients, you're planting seeds, you're building those relationships. That could be a future buyer, a future listing, whatever. It gives you a chance to have those conversations that are going to be fruitful down the road. So open houses are huge. The next thing is this. You need to build an online presence. I can't tell you how many agents I've talked to in the last 2 or 3 years that just say, I don't do social media. I don't post things. I've never done that before. Okay, that's fine. Then what are you going to do? If you're not going to do that, I hope you're going to go buy leads or do something that's going to be fruitful for you. Because here's the thing. If you're not building an online presence, it's going to be tough for you to make it in this business. I can just tell you right now, unless you've got some magic pill, which there's not any, it's going to be hard for you to build your business without an online presence. Now, I'm not going to do a deep dive on online presence. This is a huge thing for you to do. You do a little bit each day, and over time, takes a while to build. It will absolutely bring fruit in your business. You've got to create an online presence. Here's one thing I'll say. Been doing this business a long time. Back when we used to market properties with the newspapers. Some of you watching this video have no idea what I'm talking about. But it used to be our local paper. So when I used to help run ads for my father's production home company and his rental properties, I would call up my contact at the local paper and we would place a line ad. You could get 5 lines for X amount of dollars. And if you really paid money, you get like a little picture above it, which was really high end back then. Because why did we do that? We did that because that's where everybody would turn to look for rental property or to buy a home. This is where they went, to the newspaper. That was what we had. We did not have, I'm going to say, the internet or the online platforms that we have these days. I know I am dating myself a little bit, but that's okay. Here's my point. This is where people went. We had the classified section for real estate ads, and we had a Saturday dedicated real estate, I'm going to call it a pamphlet or like a little booklet. Every Saturday would come out. We'd also advertise in that. So everybody looked. Does that happen these days? I don't think so. For the most part, no. Where are your buyers and sellers looking for properties? They're not grabbing the newspaper. I can tell you right now, they're on their phones. They're looking at the computer. They're looking things up. So if you're not online, best of luck to you. It's going to be tough to make it in this business. So don't fight it. You don't have to go crazy to where it just, swallows you in. But there's a way to have an online presence that's very balanced, very professional, and I'm telling you, it will absolutely prove you well over time. Part of that, I'm not going to, again, do a deep dive, is having social media marketing, okay? Now, some of the basics, as you know, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn, they're the most popular feeds that you want to post something. And here's what I would suggest. Mix up your posts. Choose one of these platforms, 1 or 2 of them, and then try to do them well. We'll talk about deep diving in another video, but meaning do this. You want to mix up your posts, do a business post something personal, without too personal, but something on a personal level, because people, you want them to know, like, and trust you. You also want to post something community-minded, maybe something funny, maybe something educational. But here's the key. Be consistent and don't give up. Be consistent and don't give up posting. If you have missed a whole week without posting, don't just say, well, I'm not going to do it. It's not going to work. Pick it back up and go post the next day. Do something, because consistency over time in any of these platforms will absolutely help you with your business. It'll help brand you also. So these are some really basic things that I hope that this has brought value to you, because if you're going to do this business and do it well, you're going to want to do these as a minimum standard, as a minimum items, a checklist that you actually do in your business each and every day. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. My name is Brian Stevens, eXp Realty, Realtors of Faith. I would love to connect with you, talk about where you are in your real estate career. If you want to partner with us here at EXP and the Wolfpack, we'd love to kind of have a chat with you and tell you more about what we offer. Lots to offer, lots to have a conversation about. Click the link below and let's connect and talk about how I can help you with your real estate business. Have a great day.